Hello, during today's video, you are going to receive one data science introduction with this PPT presentation. So let's start with the summary. For the first points in the summary, we have the definition for data science. We're going to discuss the importance on data science in companies. And we're going to discuss some skills related to the data scientist role or in data science. We're going to talk about the data science process. We are going to mention some of the type of source that we use to start feeding the system or ingesting the system before start working with data science. We're going to talk about the relationship between machine learning in data science and machine learning versus data science. We're going to talk about data visualization, clarify what is big data, ethics and privacy is other topic, and finally, but not less important, the future in data science. So let's continue. So when we received that question about what is data science, we need to be really aware that there is a key word, and that word is interdisciplinary. Why? Because if we read the definition for data science, we understand that data science is an interdisciplinary field that uses scientific methods, processes, algorithms, and systems to extract knowledge and insights from structured and unstructured data. Means that we are involving different type of methods and process and programming language in some cases or tools for the data visualization. Now, talking about the importance of data science and the reason why we use that on companies nowadays is because the data science helps organizations to make better decisions. That's the most important. And additionally, improve efficiency, identify trends, and gain competitive edge. Now, let's talk about what skills we need. What skills do we need to start working with the data scientist role? For that, we need to understand that we require a combination of skills such as programming, statistics, data visualization, machine learning, and obviously we need to be pretty analytical, and really good problem-solving skills are required for this. Now, talking about the data science process definitely is much more complex than this just image of 5 blocks. But here we have the essential that is as the first step gathering data from different sources. Means talking about raw data, we're talking about structured and unstructured data. Then we need to clean up and organize that data or information. Then we pass to the explore step in which we use statistical methods to find patterns and trends. And finally, use that data, combine it with some algorithms to create our models to be able to make those predictions and identify the best model that fit our problem or to the solution that we are looking for. And in that way, we could present to the required stakeholders. Now, talking about data sources mentioned a moment ago on the first step, when we talk about gather different data sources, we're talking about for example, JSON files, XML files, we're talking about CSV, probably we are talking about sensors, data from IoT devices, and text data. And the most important is that according all these different type of sources, we need to understand that all that is what we know as a raw data. And this is a really common term when we're talking about this with data science to ingesting the system or with the ETL process. Let's discuss about machine learning in data science and the relationship. When we are talking about machine learning as this analogy in this beautiful image, we're talking about a subset of data science that is focused on develop algorithms and models that can learn from data and make prediction or decisions. Means that we're helping to the machine or to the program to learn from inputs and defined outputs. Next is related to the data visualization. For that, we can consider that it's a graphical representation of data and information, and it's a way to understand patterns, trend, and relationship within the data and discuss that information with our stakeholders. Some of the tools that we can hear that are good for this activity of visualization could be Tableau, Power BI, and in our case, we are going to be working with Matplotlib, which is a Python library. Now, let's just clarify really brief the term of big data. For that, you just need to think about a huge volume of data that contains a variety forms of bits. For example, as we have mentioned, the raw data that contains unstructured and structured data, and in which we have not cleaned up yet. In this case, is uncertainty data. So we don't have that veracity, right? Because we need to clean up. Probably you can just think in this example about one data center when we have this backup and bunch of data, but we have not identified what is useful and what is not, right? Now, talking about ethics and privacy in data science, we need to consider that that depends according every policy and protocols on company I don't know, contracts, or depending on the solution, customer, and depending on all those factors, we are deciding how to handle this sensitive and personal information from our customers, process, and much more. Well, just to finalize, I would like to share my point of view about the future of data science. And I could say that definitely we could consider that we're going to have a really good future. And if we consider to start working as a data scientist or to explore these activities related to this role, I think that is something really good for you. Because if we pay attention, we currently are interacting with different types of artificial intelligence that involve data science. So, for example, just consider that every time that you use one chatbot, for example, in WhatsApp, by calling to the cable company, or for example, by using Alexa or Google, we are working and interacting with one virtual assistant. Now, I could say that this could be useful for you. Why? Because as I mentioned initially, this is really important to understand these terms and the relationship among them before I start coding and analyzing our models. So pretty thanks, and I really hope that you enjoyed this video, and see you on the next.